Okay, they decided to build a building here, and they hired a bunch of people that were unemployed, and they put them to work, and they built GW Hall. Okay, Skyline Drive is the same way. Skyline Drive was designed to put people to work, and they created something beautiful as a result of that. Okay, so how does it work? Well, the recession started with when investment fell. Okay, Keynes said if government increases its spending by the same amount that investment fell initially, then the government spending increase offsets the investment spending decrease, and we end up back at full employment, which is where we want to be. Okay, that's the argument for expansionary fiscal policy. Now, in general, you can do the same thing with a tax cut, but just not during the Great Depression. It didn't work very well. So what Keynes said is, if you accept the premise that spending moves around a lot, then it's natural to say, well, government needs to go in and offset those autonomous changes in spending. Otherwise, we won't be at full employment for very long. In general, there's two kinds of fiscal policy, and I don't mean government spending or taxes. Okay, there's discretionary policy, and there's automatic policy. Okay. Discretionary fiscal policy, automatic fiscal policy. Sometimes this is called automatic stabilizers. Okay. This one requires an act of Congress. There's a problem, Congress has to vote to fix it. This one requires a system that automatically adjusts to a problem. Okay, we use both of them. Okay, let me give you an example of this. Okay, remember, these are dollars, right? Dollars and dollars. But the government doesn't pick how many dollars of taxes are going to come in. What they pick is the tax rate. T times Y is the tax rate times the base of our income, right? So government raises or lowers these rates. Now, look what happens when we go into recession. When we go into recession, what happens to people's taxes? What happens to people's income? It goes down, so what happens to people's tax liabilities? It goes down automatically. You make less income, you owe less taxes. The tax rate didn't change at all. The system works automatically. So if you get your hours cut because we're in a recession, your income doesn't actually fall as much as you think because the government gives you some tax revenues back. That's automatic fiscal policy. Okay, they put in the system and then they let it run. Okay, the same thing happens on the spending side. Okay, think about entitlement spending. Think about welfare and unemployment compensation and things like that. Medicaid. Okay, those are all income based. So when we go into recession and people's incomes fall, more people suddenly need unemployment compensation. More people suddenly need welfare. More people need Medicaid. Okay, which means that automatically government spending increases when the economy slows down. That's an automatic fiscal policy system. Okay, so we put this system into place, and then we watch and see how it works, and sometimes we need more than that, and that's when the discretionary policy comes in, and Congress says, okay, we're going to spend more money, or we're going to cut taxes more. We're going to lower the rates, in other words. Okay.